Instagram has recently changed its algorithm, but not just its algorithm, it's also changed the way its platform works, allowing people to get discovered more organically, which inspired me to make this video because it's been a while since we spoke about how artists can get discovered completely organically for free and not having to put any money behind promotion whatsoever. As you know at Burstimo, we work with lots of artists, whether they are signed to major labels or they are independent. And including in my content and with them, I've always said that Instagram is that final destination. It's very difficult to get discovered organically on Instagram because previously the platform just hasn't been designed for it. So what we would do is make sure that your Instagram is the perfect place for when people do land there, it's going to convert them into a follower and then eventually a lifelong fan in the form of your content. And all of the discovery comes from other platforms, whether it's Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, the radio, all of these places. People will go to your Instagram because they are likely to be seeing you live or they like your music and they want future updates. But now that has changed with the new platform update. But I don't want to just talk about Instagram specifically. I want to talk about all of the platforms available to you to get discovered organically and have new fans every single day listening to your music. And the one I want to start with is TikTok. And the reason I want to start with TikTok is because they are establishing themselves as being the best platform for content creators to get discovered. It is in their interest to get you discovered and encourage more content creators to come across to the platform. And why TikTok is one of my favorites, and you should never ever forget this, which is TikTok is one of the few platforms where people are scrolling with the sound on. There aren't many other platforms where the users have the sound on, and as an artist creating music, sound is everything. TikTok is less about building an audience on TikTok. Yes, people can follow you, but it's okay if they don't. I see TikTok as like every piece of content is buying a lottery ticket. Yes, one may get 10 views, one may get 20 views, and the next one can get 1 million views. That's just how TikTok works. So you need to create content and not get disheartened by your reach. It gave you a chance with those 10 views or those 20 views, and unfortunately it didn't convert. So try something else and the next one might convert. And we spoke to TikTok directly about marketing artists, and they told us that you need 3 stages in every single TikTok video. You need at the beginning to get people's attention. You need them to stop scrolling in some way, shape, or form, whether that's something happening in the video or by some text. Then you need some form of hook, something that's going to keep people engaged midway through. Maybe the text changes, maybe something happens in the middle of the video, and then you need a punchline, something at the end which is going to get people to drop it a like or even follow your profile. Because if you do get followers, that is going to give you an initial boost. So followers are worth it, but the amount of reach you can potentially get are not proportional to your followers compared to other social media platforms. So you could create a TikTok video of you performing your new track, and the text is popping up. The first text is going to be hard hitting. It's also almost going to be like clickbait. And then it's going to be the story or the narrative behind the track. And then people get invested in that track and it hooks them in and makes them emotionally connect with your music and therefore watch the entire thing. And then hopefully by the very end, those people are going to want to like it because they like the music, they like the narrative, or even follow you. And we've had it before. At Burstimo, we had a track go viral because of doing this very thing, except the artist wasn't performing the track. All she was doing is walking around her apartment and giving people the narrative, but she wasn't even talking. She was using the text native on TikTok. And then that was enough to get people to listen to the track and understand the narrative behind it, and therefore they went and streamed the track. That popularity meant that a viral trend came from it. She didn't create the viral trend herself. It then went on to get its own viral trend from TikTok and then got used as a sound. And we have created a full video explaining how we did this and everything that happened behind the scenes. So if you want to watch that video after this one, I'll link it down below. But like I said, TikTok is about buying lottery tickets. And the thing about lottery tickets is you aren't very likely to win every single time. So we've had plenty of artists where we've tried different strategies and it hasn't worked out. You just have to keep trying different things, not get disheartened, and then you get that one winner that goes viral and gets millions of streams. And the second platform is YouTube. I absolutely love YouTube. If you haven't watched any of our videos before, then you won't know how much I think it is a great asset for artists and content creators. The reason I love YouTube so much is that every video you create is an asset which is going to generate new awareness for you every single day. YouTube is the most difficult platform to initially get traction on, but it is so rewarding because if you wanted to go on tour, take a break for 6 months to a year, you still know that those YouTube videos are going to generate awareness and fan engagement while you are on tour, or if you just decided to take a holiday or a break. And that is why YouTube is just such an amazing asset. Plus, it's the only platform that actually pays you for your content. So that's always a plus as well. So as it's difficult to get that early traction on YouTube and get a sample size big enough for the algorithm to decide whether your content is good enough to be pushed out and be put alongside some of the biggest artists in the world, you're going to need to get initial traction. So here's a few tips which you can do today to start creating content and get organic reach on YouTube. And the first one is collaborations. Collaborations are so powerful because if you've got something that someone else doesn't, maybe you've got a specific genre, you're a good songwriter, you're a good producer, or you've just got a good location to go and film, then you can reach out to people and say, hey, do you want to collaborate on a video? I see you've got 200 subscribers, I've got 10 subscribers, but I've got this, this, and this. Do you want to collaborate on a video? The likelihood is they'll say yes because they are desperate for content. They, as well as you, just need to get another video out there, and say they get 50 views on the video where you are in it and they've got your channel linked in the description, then the likelihood is that those people are going to go to your channel and potentially subscribe. I know that these numbers sound small, like 200 subscribers or 50 views, but that's how you start. Forget about the fact that it's just 50 views. Think about it as a sample size. You're signaling to the YouTube algorithm that you have good quality content that is worth watching. The next thing you can do is look for music-based YouTube channels that are hosting music, or they have a music-based playlist. Because if your music is good enough, you can submit your music to them, and all you've got to do is find their website or go to their About section and submit your track and say you can use it copyright free. All you have to do is link my YouTube channel in the description. And some of these channels have millions of subscribers and are getting up to 1 million views on a video just based on music alone. So that is powerful. Like, I don't know any Spotify playlist that gets 1 million monthly listeners. So YouTube is just as powerful platform for music discovery as the DSPs. By the way, if you think it's a bit echoey in here and the sound is a bit off, it's because we decided to sell the gray sofa, and it was a bit of a hasty decision because we haven't replaced it with anything, and I knew I wanted to make this video. So I'm sorry about the echoey room, but hopefully it's not ruining the video that much for you. The next tip for YouTube is simply build your audience with covers or challenge videos where people are searching for them, and you can put a little bit more clickbait into the title and the thumbnail to get people to click. Now, I've seen tons of artists that are successful from doing covers. In fact, Connor Maynard, for example, he started with covers and now he's getting millions and millions of streams, and he's a charting artist based on this. So many artists have started from covers and went on to be legitimate artists. I do find that with covers, not all of your audience from the covers is going to go and listen to your new music, but that's fine. This video is about getting a starting point with the algorithm and getting it to push out your videos. So once you have that initial platform, then you have people who are watching your videos and getting associated with other channels. And then once you are associated with the big channels and they say, okay, this artist is similar to this big artist, suddenly someone's watching a huge artist who's established, getting millions of views, and then on the up next on the autoplay is your track, or it's down in the suggested, so they are likely to give your track a chance. My final tip is post videos to Reddit. It's completely free and it is an amazing place to get your initial organic reach. So if you wanted to go on, for example, the subreddit Listen to This, that is a fantastic place to get initial traction, and we've had artists get thousands of views just from getting success on there. And finally, let's get to Instagram, because that's why I made this video. Instagram changed their platform, which means that now when people get to the end of scrolling their feed, it doesn't show old content. What they do is look at what similar content you are interested in and then show you that instead. And it has a little follow button at the top, which means that if someone is interested in new independent artists, then the likelihood is your content could potentially be pushed out as a suggestion on people's feeds. Furthermore, on the stories, when people are watching their stories, it comes up that you could maybe follow some of these potential accounts as well. This creates a huge opportunity for artists because, like I said at the start of this video, it's very difficult to get discovered without word of mouth or pushing from other platforms. Now you have to change to suit this platform. Like I always say, create good content, but you do have to manipulate it slightly to fit the platform in order to succeed on it. So even at Burstimo on our Instagram, by the way, I will plug our Instagram down here if you want to go follow it, we will be changing the style of content we create to suit this. So previously it was from our YouTube channel or word of mouth. Now we will be creating content. We'll bring back the big banners with the big titles. So we'll use the banners to be able to get people's attention and following us and paying attention to our style of content. And you can do that too. As an artist, you can create covers or you can put really cool captions or imagery, which is going to get people to stop and listen. You might not need to do those kind of banners because it's a different style of content. And also, if people who like music stop for new music, then it is a fantastic opportunity. So all you need to do is get your caption right. Like I said, when it came to TikTok, that you have to create a narrative or a story, and you can write that in the caption. And if you get that first line right, you could potentially go viral with your track. Also, Instagram have brought in Reels. I suggest you just treat that like TikTok. The algorithm will be the same. So with Instagram, keep it visual, get people to stop scrolling, take on the opportunity, and every time you post to your existing audience, keep in your mind that there is a chance that a new audience will watch this content. And if you are a new emerging artist, a new audience, a new fans who will go and stream your track is what your objective should be anyway. I hope you found this video useful. If you have, give it a like. If you want to see more music marketing videos, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video.